All right, let me add stuff in here again. Friggin' app. Whatnot, you're due for an upgrade or an update, which isn't necessarily an upgrade. But geez, it's almost like that. While my grandfather was here, it's almost like something stupid here. What about experiences that you can tell me about? Well, there is one barn on this property that we were in. It's very similar to the one we're in right now. That the big doors actually opened up on their own. And you guys saw this? Yes, with our own eyes. We went in to investigate. Then we noticed that all the stall doors started opening on their own all at one time. I mean, it's pretty windy here. Now, where's the fucking... Oh, my God. Pages loaded. They're actually latched just like on the other barn. They're latched together, so they'll move back and forth, but they can't completely open like they are. Screw it. I'm just going to pin the 3-game version. Screw it. There's been many times that I've been... Because why the hell not? Any one in particular that stood out? There was one time I was upstairs doing some work, and I had felt a burning on my back. And I took my shirt off to investigate it. Okay. You got a serious problem. It's a serious problem that we really need to get addressed. Whatnot is still whatnotting. The history of the house itself and the land itself, but as well as for the legacy that my grandfather's leaving, it's my responsibility to keep it going. That dead woman is so present here. I feel like if you're standing outside, you could see her looking out the window. People will feel like they're getting pushed down the stairs. That's her. She feels like very much this is her house, and she wants people to respect it. She's trying to show people this is still my place. I still have power here. Like you can't stop me from doing what I want to do. People are running up and down the halls in here or disrespecting the house. She'll grab the back of somebody's shirt and pull them back, or people will feel like they're being pulled. That's her. So people get grabbed here a lot. Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? How the music can free her whenever it starts, and it's magic. Do you believe in magic? Like your love, a diamond that never stops. Unstoppable love, exclusively at K. My mom's Alzheimer's never changed how much we love her, but it did change her. She developed agitation that may happen with dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. She started yelling, pacing around, kept repeating the same questions. She got agitated often, so we asked her doctor for help. Rexulti is the only FDA-approved medication proven to reduce agitation symptoms. And that probably ruined the whole thing, and now I gotta restart everything. Rexulti can cause serious side effects. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Report fever, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death. Weight gain, increased cholesterol, low white blood cells, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur. Take action for your loved one. Ask their doctor about Rexulti. Pin the 1 game. Screw it. Other universities didn't fit into my life. They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school. They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to. They said my degree would cost a fortune. But I didn't have to listen to them. Because I have a university that listens to me. Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU. Who's in here? This thing's acting so friggin' crazy.
After Homoglow cleaned our place for $19, we fired our own housekeeper. Homoglow tackled everything, from our kitchen to our bathroom, all our laundry. You just pick a date, pick a cleaner, and enjoy a spotless house for $19. Cyber Week only, Rosetta Stone Unlimited is over 60% off. Get lifetime access to all 25 Rosetta Stone languages for just $149. Our steal of the year. Save now at rosettastone.com. Offer ends December 4th.
I'm no architect, but I'm curious.
All right, is this thing working? I don't even know. Ugh.
So I'm headed back to Octagon Hall to meet a local architect. He says the man who built this house suffered a lot of loss on the process, including his own life. So Billy, thanks for meeting with me. I appreciate it. Question for you: the guy that built this 8-sided house, who was he?
Well, his name was Andrew Jackson Caldwell. He was born about 100 miles away from here in 1818.
All right, so what's his story? He married, single?
He married a lady named Elizabeth Akers in 1844.
Right.
They started a family pretty quick, had 3 children.
All right, so when does he wind up buying this property?
Well, the records are unclear when he actually bought the property. But we do know in 1847, he had the house built by the enslaved people that he had here. They actually made the bricks by hand here.
Wow. Okay. Billy, on the phone, you mentioned that he had a lot of tragedy while he was living here. What happened?
Well, Andrew's wife actually died very young, 29 years old, in 1851.
I mean, do we know what the hell she died from?
We have no record of how she died.
It sounds like when we spoke, there's more tragedy, though.
There is. Just 5 months later, AJ, which is his young son, he's just a little over a year old. He was playing on the staircase and fell, broke his neck.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-huh.
So this sounds like a bad run for this guy. Did he ever, remarry or anything?
He does. He ended up meeting a lady. Her name was Harriet Morton. She was 28 years old. They ended up marrying in December of 1855.
Okay, now, do they have any kids of their own?
They did. They had 7.
7. From what I understand, Caldwell was a pretty big Confederate sympathizer. How involved was he?
All right.
No, he was very involved.
I gotta search
he
here.
Made a makeshift hospital down here in the basement, and it's actually this room where we are sitting in now. And he cared for wounded soldiers, and he actually hid soldiers here also.
Fucking guy's a scammer. Let me
So
get.
what would he do if
All right, sorry, I had to block somebody.
All right, so she's up in years when she sells this place. What wound up happening with her?
Well, she ended up passing away.
So I'm back now, but their name popped up in like a weird
Harriet. I mean, she
scam shit thing. So
one-handed, 9 kids, never remarried, so she did everything on her own. She had a tough life.
I'm seeing that dead lady again. I feel like she's mourning the death of her husband, so she feels widowed. I feel like she's from the 1800s.
Man, I keep hearing Elizabeth, Lizzie, something like that. I feel like she lived here. Like, people said she went crazy, that she totally went insane, that she lost her mind. That pisses her off because people are not getting the story straight. They're lying about her family. They're not telling the truth about her husband. Things got screwed up in history books, and she doesn't like that. I'm gonna do automatic writing. I feel like she lived to be like in her 80s, around my age, but she didn't know how she was going to survive after her husband died.
Now, Billy mentioned that Octagon Hall was built by enslaved people. So I reached out to a local cultural historian to find out just how bad their working conditions were. So, Bridget, thanks for meeting me. I appreciate that. So the people that were enslaved by Caldwell, they're buried here, right?
Yes, they're actually buried right down this path where you see the flowers and the small stones. There are approximately 13 people that we know of over there.
All right, so this guy Andrew Caldwell, who owned this property back then, do we know anything about how he treated his enslaved?
Well, we do know that the rape of enslaved women is something that is very common. Right. And here at Octagon Hall, we have the 1860 slave schedule. And what you'll see there is that there are 3 biracial children under the age of 10. So we can easily assume that those children would have been his children by rape of an enslaved woman.
Okay. All right, so now after the emancipation, what happened with being enslaved here? Did it get better for them?
Absolutely not. Following the war, that period of time is really, really brutal. There's a lot of Ku Klux Klan terrorism.
Okay, do we know of any lynchings on this property?
No, we do not. That does not mean it didn't happen. A lot of these murders will go unreported and unsolved.
They were screwed from the get-go, even once they were freed.
Yeah.
So it took years and years and years before things got better for them.
Add a few more years.
Okay.
I definitely feel like when I'm out here, I'm tapping into enslaved people, having been on this land. I can feel it in my entire body. I feel like I'm a prisoner. It's not good what happens here. It's a lot for me. This is a lot. It's emotional. It's bad. There's something about like some gravestones that are out here somewhere. I keep seeing somebody hanging from a tree. I'm pretty sure that somebody was hanged out here somewhere on this property. For more information on the show, and if you need us to investigate any unexplained paranormal activity in your home,
please visit travelchannel.com/The Dead Files. Click on Help Me Dead Files to submit your story, and we'll help if we can.
With Black Friday appliance savings at the Home Depot, you get all the jingle bells and whistles. Like a 2-in-1 machine that can wash and dry a large load in about 2 hours. Get our lowest prices of the year on this GE Profile Ultra Fast combo with Black Friday savings at the Home Depot.
RSV is out there. For those 60 years and older, protect against RSV with Arexvy. Arexvy is a vaccine used to prevent lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. Arexvy does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients. Those with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects are injection site pain, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, and joint pain.
I chose Arexvy.
RSV? Make it Arexvy.
I've always been prone to hair thinning.
I was getting older. I was under a lot of stress.
I started taking Nutrafol.
Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement.
I am back to me.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com. Hi, I'm Norma, and I lost 53 pounds on Golo. A lot of people expect to fall apart as they age. But since taking Release, my energy's improved, my skin's improved. I've never felt better.
Struggling with low credit or no credit? You need a lift. We're Credit Up by 5 Star Bank, the best there is in credit building. Our Credit Builder app offers a quick, easy way to get the credit you need real fast.
Better Credit got me a better rate on my new truck loan. Super easy. Done.
Real help. to get the right house for our family.
We needed to improve our credit.
Real time.
We started our own business, and I love that we can keep track of our credit on the go.
Over 100 million people in the U.S. struggle with low or no credit. Credit Up is the way up, with no fees, lower interest rates, and banked in the USA.
I've seen firsthand how bad credit can make life hard. That's why we started Credit Up, to help you build a better life.
Go to creditupbuilder.com to start building your credit up. Creditupbuilder.com. We do the work. You get the credit.
Welcome to AG1. Cover your nutritional bases every day and support benefits like gut health, immune defense, and stress management. This is whole body health in one scoop. This is foundational nutrition.
For over 25 years, Lovesac has been rewriting the rules of comfort. It's okay to
Hi, Ethan. Welcome in.
get messy, get immersed. With Lovesac,
Bases loaded.
you make the
You pick the sport.
Get in the holiday
C12,
spirit
keep
with
4.
Cereal's 12 Days of Surprise.
Out of the other 8, you put 4 on base wherever you want them.
Get festive freebies.
Then the other 4 are your backup batters.
Shop specially marked boxes of Chex cereal.
Super fun, easy to win. Lots of cool stuff in here. If you got questions, just let me know.
Eddie's Workshop is back. And filled with frosted perfection, festive,
This is a Christmas miracle.
fantastic holiday favorites.
This is the best ganache I've ever had.
Fine. All new Christmas Cookie Challenge, Thursday at 9.
So far, I've got a museum director worried about the safety of his employees and guests on a property where enslaved people and Confederate soldiers are buried. But I want to see if there's anything else. Searching through old records, I come across a violent train robbery that happened just down the road from Octagon Hall. So a local professor who knows all about this case is meeting me here at the library. She tells me that robbery led to a murder and a possible wrongful conviction.
Got questions? Plenty of cool stuff in here. You got cheaper versions of the game if you want to do that. I've been up for like, I don't know, 38 out of 39 hours.
November 8th, 1866, about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, a gang of bandits actually derailed a passenger train. The derailment actually occurred about a mile from your client's property.
All right, so this train robbery had nobody murdered, but somehow this thing turned into a murder. What happened?
A 28-year-old
Yeah.
Harvey King, who was part of the robbery. He got his hands on some whiskey, got really drunk, and started bragging about the crime. A couple of days after he's bragging about the crime, his body turns up.
Okay, so obviously it had to be somebody that was in the robbery.
It's said that they had taken an oath before the robbery that if any one of them talked, that the others would kill them. And they had all sworn to that.
So who do they like for Harvey's murder?
That would be Bill King and Abe Owens.
So what do we know about these guys?
Bill King was 31 years old. He was a Union captain.
Okay.
And he had a reputation of
Questions or anything? Come on.
a literal bloodthirsty demon during the Civil War.
Oh, there's stuff in the
Wait a
store
second.
too.
The victim's name is also King. Were Bill and Harvey related?
Yes, Harvey King was Bill King's brother.
Oh, so this guy was sick. He was a sociopath.
Yes, apparently. Abe Owens, on the other hand, he's a young guy. He's 23, was also a Union soldier, but there's nothing remarkable that we know of in his records.
So why did they like Abe and Bill for this?
So Bill's gun was the murder weapon used to kill Harvey, and a witness saw Abe burying the body.
All right, so did they go to trial?
The trial actually took place in January 1867, and they were both found guilty of first-degree murder for the death of Harvey King, and they were sentenced to death.
Were they executed?
Yes. So in June of 1867, Bill King and Abe Owens are both hanged along the L&N railroad tracks in front of about 6,000 people.
Okay, so they hung him right by the tracks.
Yes.
Paula, you mentioned on the phone that this might have been a wrongful conviction. Why'd you say that?
Well, one of the men involved in the robbery, a guy named John Evans, In 1873, he was lynched in Kansas.
Okay.
And as he lay there dying, he confessed that he had killed a man in Kentucky and that 2 other men had been executed for the crime. And it's not just a local legend, like it might sound. There's actually a newspaper article detailing that.
All right, so this guy basically on his deathbed confesses to, we think it's that murder of the brother.
Yes,
So these 2 guys might have been hanged, didn't do it.
maybe.
Wow.
That dead guy who wants revenge, he's definitely out. He got accused of a crime that he didn't commit. He took the fall for other people. I just went to a courthouse and I was standing in front of a judge. And this is in the past. I feel like he was accused of robbery or stealing. I feel like it's like 1862. I'm trying with that. This is the 1860s, and he lost his life because of the crime. Or was like imprisoned and died. He got in big trouble, and it wasn't him. He's out for revenge. He wants somebody else to pay the price now, and he's gonna get what he wants. I saw a lot of horrifying things during my walk. But the dead guy out for revenge, attacking a living person, has me very concerned. It's outside of the barn. This dead man would make the living guy feel like he was having a heart attack. So she's grabbing his chest.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Oh, okay.
I think he looks like he's in a little bit more pain.
I literally cannot possibly grind any more than this for nothing.
Is this what you saw?
Seriously, what the fuck?
That's definitely what I saw.
Waste of fucking goddamn time and breath. Like, seriously, why am I fucking bothering? The shit doesn't fucking work.
700?
700.
Just talking about foster care can help foster care.
Okay, let's try this.
Donate your small talk.
Horse shit.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? How the music can free her whenever it starts, and it's magic. Do you believe in magic? To Jamie.
Okay, I'm done. And